Hello, this is Matthew Miller with the ZDNet Mobile Gadgeteer. Today I'm going to take a look at the MOTOACTV, some of the features that go along with it, some of the accessories, and the software that it works with on Android phones. Now what spurred me to get this is I'm in the, I'm kind of starting off my workouts again. I've been using my Nike Fuel Band, which I like, mainly because it's got a really cool display and some of those features, but it's not very helpful for really tracking that much. Then I also have the Fitbit Ultra, which is great for tracking lots of different things. It doesn't have a GPS, and it kind of just goes along with you. So I was looking for a little bit more, and then Kevin Toffel, my Mobile Tech Roundup co-host and writer at GigaOM, recommended the MOTOACTV, so I decided to take a look at it. Now, the MOTOACTV, this is, as you might be able to see on the box here, this is the 16 gigabyte version. It comes in both an 8 and a 16 gig, a difference of about $50 in price. The 8 gig, when Kevin was telling me about it, there was 1 day left to download the software and get the golf software with it, whereas the website and the Motorola information said the 16 gigabyte one, if you bought that, you would get all the golf software at any time and then all future software for sports. So I figured, since I want to be able to use this, be flexible in the future for sports, I went ahead and paid the extra $50 and got the 16 gig. Now the device is either $249 or $299 on Motorola. However, you can buy it on Amazon, like where I bought it, for a little bit less. So let's just kind of take a walk through, I guess, the device first, and then some of the accessories and things like that. So this is the box here of the device, and if I slide this out, there's a nice inner box, kind of almost has a soft touch material in it. You open it up, and inside you'll find the MOTOACTV right there, and then we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. Let me just pull it out of the top part there. So then inside you have, I don't have the cable in there right now, you have the charger, you have a headset. Headset comes in a funky little box here. I haven't actually used it because when I run, since this device, I open it up, I suppose, has red cable. It's a wired headset, and it looks, and from what I hear, it's a pretty good headset. I don't in particular need that because I use a Bluetooth headset that I'll show you in a second. It does come with a nice little charger that actually is a dual USB cable charger there. Now, when I run, I prefer Bluetooth, and this one supports Bluetooth headsets, and I use the Jaybird Freedom Bluetooth headset. I'm telling you, I've now done 3 or 4 runs with it, and it's been flawless. It does not skip a beat or anything. So this is the MOTOACTV itself here, and as you can see, it has a 1.6 inch display with Gorilla Glass on it. It's quite durable. They say it is sweat proof, water resistant, not waterproof. I'll kind of walk through it, but it's a 1.6 inch touch capacitive screen, and I'll try to show it here, but it is very, very responsive on the touch screen. I mean, even when I'm running and things like that, it's really easy to use the touchscreen on it. Let's see. So it has this one, 16 gigabyte one. FM radios in there. Bluetooth 4.0 and ANT support. So let's see. We got start and music's up top. And those allow you to really easily pause your workout or skip to another song by double pressing on that, or 3 times will go back a song. So when you're running, you can, the thing that I found is, I used to strap a big strap to my arm and run like that, and I could never see my phone or control anything. This thing is fantastic for controlling the music, skipping around if you want to, pausing it if you stop at a crosswalk or something like that. So then on the side you can see there's real easy volume buttons. There's the on-off button right there, and then on the other side we have a port for micro USB, nice standard micro USB, which is used for charging it and connecting to your PC or Mac. And then on the bottom there's another port here. I don't know if you can really see it. You take that out, that's for the wired headset. I don't use that because I'm not going to connect a wired headset to a Bluetooth device like this. I'll show it in pictures, and you can see there's some angles around the glass. I don't know if you can really see it in the video, but there's some angles around the glass. It really feels it's a nice device. I've also got some pictures of the screenshots because there's, well, let's go through the screens. There's a setting screen there. Try to get a little closer. There's the run workout screen. There's the time and your steps and calories. Then there's the music screen there. And then we have notifications. And you go dive down deep. I'll link to a really good review that dives into all the different features of it. And there's so many different settings. The battery life used to be an issue, according to what people have said. Now I can go for 2, maybe sometimes 3 workouts. Go for a full day. I have about 50% left at the end of the day because I use it as a step counter as well, kind of like a Fitbit. So that's the device. It also comes, as I said, with the wired headset, the charger, the cable, and it comes with this clip here. And this is simply kind of like a nano clip. So it's just simply like a belt clip, and all you do is you just slide the active right down into the clip and holds it in place. Now I also bought, and I think at Motorola for a time they were offering this for free when you bought it. This is their sports wrist strap. I prefer to have it on my wrist when I run. So the sports wrist strap is simply a watch band. Okay, very durable watch band, and again, you simply, I don't know if you can see. I'll try to show it in the picture, but there's a frame around the MOTOACTV itself. So what I do is you simply slide it into, and then it makes it a big watch, right? With nice connections, nice metal connections there, and nice durable. And I'll go ahead and put it on here real quick, just to show you. I'm 6'1", 250. I've lost 3 pounds though in my run so far this week. And this I think has a big factor to that because it highly motivates me. So as you can see on my wrist, it's fairly normal size. I mean, it doesn't stand out too much. I wear it during the day as a daily watch as well. And so it's been fantastic for running with so far. I went on 4 runs, like I said, tracked the mileage. It has GPS, it has maps in there, everything you could want. Now just today, this accessory came that I bought. This is the heart rate monitor. Now this is actually the Motorola one. I understand it works with other Ant Plus and Bluetooth heart rate monitors, but I didn't want to take that risk and chance it, so I just bought the Motorola one, which was actually one of the better prices on Amazon. And this is the Motorola one here. So you can see there's the heart rate monitor. It has 2 snaps. You can just unsnap one side or the other. And then it has a long strap as well with the connectors that have to be wet to either lick it or get sweat on them. And so far, it did my resting heart rate. It was always 52 beats per minute. And I plan to use it this weekend for running. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is that this band, as you can see here, I have it as big as it'll go. It's without being stretched out, it's like 35 inches stretched out. You get up to 45 inches, and that's the max for my chest. So I got to make sure I don't do too many more push-ups and grow my chest any bigger. I won't be able to fit that. So keep that in mind. If you have anything bigger than a 45-inch chest, that will not work with you. You'll have to look for some other kind of band for that. So let's see, what else was there? That's all the accessories. So the next thing is, it also connects, well, I didn't even mention, this is an Android device, right? The MOTOACTV is based on the Android platform, and so far there's been, I don't know, 3 or 4 updates that I've gotten with it, and it keeps on getting better and better every time. So it's nice with that Android flexibility that Motorola has and the experience they have to be able to go ahead and issue updates and make it even a better product. Now you can also load up the MOTOACTV Android application. Now when this thing first launched, it would only work with Motorola Android devices, which was something that people were not very pleased about. This one now works with any Android device. I'm not sure what version. I don't know if it's even Gingerbread. It's probably before that. So anyway, I have it loaded up on my Galaxy Nexus. I also have it loaded up on the HTC One X. The software is great. It syncs up to the Motorola server, right? So you can see your workouts and things like that. You can plan workouts. Okay, you can plan workouts in advance, and that can actually get synced over to your MOTOACTV. You can add manual workouts. You can enter your weigh-ins. I actually have the new Fitbit Aria scale that I'm using to track my weight. And then you can mess around with the settings and things in there. There's the profile, the account manager, your fitness test, fitness zones, and then the connection to your device. Because you can connect this to your device via Bluetooth. And when a call comes in, let's see, it's call and a text message. Your device has a screen on here, the MOTOACTV, excuse me, not your device. MOTOACTV has a screen for notifications, so these will pop up in here. Now, the thing is, a little indicator light will show it. However, there's no vibration mode or anything, so you'd actually have to look at your device, look at the MOTOACTV to see that notification. I've connected it and used it a little bit. It hasn't been particularly helpful, but it's kind of cool to see that functionality. And then one thing I forgot to mention is back here in the settings, this also has Wi-Fi. So when I get into my home network via Wi-Fi, it will sync up. After I get a workout, it'll sync up to the Motorola servers without me doing anything. I don't have to go in there and say sync or anything. It just knows that when I get in that zone, it picks it up and it syncs it up, so all my workouts are always in sync. So that's a look at the MOTOACTV fitness tracker, even more than a fuel band or a Fitbit or anything else, and then some of the accessories that I got with it. And you know, it's kind of an expensive deal, but then when you price in like something like a Garmin GPS watch, a Nano MP3 player, and all these different devices, this really isn't that bad of a deal. And in my particular case, I used to run with a phone. Like I said, I had it strapped on my arm. I couldn't control it, couldn't do anything. I never got a feel for it. With this thing, I can quickly look at my wrist, see what's going on. I can switch between songs really easily if I want. The music is played flawlessly via Bluetooth. I actually, on my last run, I was able to knock about 20 seconds a minute. Now, they're only 4-mile runs, but about 20 seconds a mile, excuse me, not a minute, 20 seconds per mile off of my time, because I had this with me, and I would look down, I'd say, oh, I've got to get below this level, right? So then I'd go a little faster, things like that. And there's a bunch of software in here to help you maximize your workouts, right? There's I don't think it's called a fitness song or something. It's like a song that you designate when you need that extra push. It can play that song, right? And it's learning. It's learning as you're playing it. And let's see if I can show that. So it learns as you listen to the music. It can figure out what music motivates you. Let's see, fitness music, so performance music, and your fit song, right? So I've got my particular fit song is Lunatic Fringe. If you watch the movie Vision Quest, if you're old like me, you might remember that movie when the wrestler had to run and get in shape for a shoot. He was going to wrestle shoot, this big guy. As you can see, when it plays, it actually shows the album art, if it has album art on there. And then you have performance music also, and it figures out what songs are the songs that get you going, and then when it needs those, when you need that extra push, it'll play those songs. So really cool device, and you know, it's not something that replaces a Fitbit or a Fuel Band. It's more for people that really want to do some working out. Because before I decided to jump in and get my heart rate monitor and really consider this, I'd kind of thought, well, maybe I'll just send this back. You know, it's not going to replace my Fitbit or my Fuel Band, but if you're going to be somebody that's working out and you really want to track those details, this is the kind of device you should probably think about checking out. Thanks for watching.